welcome back to my channel. Today is a different video. Today we're gonna be looking at my house. I have wanted to do an Italian house tour ever since I've lived here. So we've been living here in Italy for 3 years. My husband's in the military, if you guys haven't caught on by now in any of my other videos. So today is finally the day. I just want to mention a few things. I know that's annoying when you get into an intro on a video, but I think it's important for you guys to keep in mind when you're looking around my house a few things. One, we're in the process of moving, so things are crazy and it's kind of impossible for me to get things in like optimal, everything's in the right place, everything's in order and organized, so you're gonna see some things kind of everywhere. I tried to get my life in order so that you could see everything how it normally is, but that didn't happen. So here we are, we're moving, we're about to leave here pretty soon, but regardless, I still want to share this with you guys because this has been one of my favorite houses that I've ever lived in my whole life. I would say I have a pretty humble background, I don't know, but I never lived in these super fancy houses or anything growing up. I mean, not that this house is super fancy, because it's not. It's a pretty average home, and I would say it's a pretty average Italian home as well. And honestly, I'm not even mad at it because I love this home a lot. I also want to point out some of the interesting things about this house that are different compared to American homes where I am from in the United States. So because there are some pretty interesting differences. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say here. So let's go ahead and hop into my house and I will show you guys around. Also, lighting is going to change. I'm a one-woman show today, so things may be shaky at times, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna show too much of this, but here is my outside front lawn area. There's a gate down there for entering our house. We actually have an olive tree in our front yard, which it doesn't grow olives, but it's there. So here's our gate, and it's very common for houses here in Italy to have a gate like this at the front of your house. We also have a driveway right here where this gate opens, and we park in our garage over there. Here is the front. It's actually a 2-story, but nobody lives up there. And here we are walking in to my front door. So here we go. When we first walk in here, we have my hallway, my kitchen, and the living dining room area. There are people outside because it's such a nice day today. We're gonna start in the kitchen because I spend a lot of time in here. The lady across the street, the grandma, like there's an old Italian grandma across the street. She's giving my dog, trying to pet her or give her treats or something. Is she feeding her? Why? My window is so dirty. People tend to do like whatever they want. They'll just like go up to your dogs and anyways, I'm sure it's fine. So the kitchen, let me just start by saying I love this kitchen. It is large, spacious. There's so many cabinets in here, and I need the space because I cook a lot. So I love this kitchen so much because it allows me to be creative in the kitchen, because that's what I thrive on, creativity in all aspects of my life, including eating. Now, as far as the interior in this kitchen, there is a lot of wood. In fact, there is a lot of wood in this house. That is very common in Italian homes, is a lot of wood. Wood accents, wood cabinets, just wood, and there is a lot of wood in this house, okay? Just wait till we get to the back part, because actually even here in my living room, there's a lot of wood. There's tons of built-ins in my particular house. Lots of storage in this house, which is awesome. There's so much storage in this house that we don't even really need, honestly, which is surprising considering how much stuff we have. Anyways, back to the kitchen. So this kitchen is nice and square. I have a nice window right here that gives me great lighting for this kind of angle. And I sit at this little table pretty often with my laptop to just put music on, bring recipes up, watch YouTube when I'm eating breakfast. I sit at this little table a lot and just hang out. This little area right here is our little appliance coffee station. So one major difference is in Europe in general, are the plugs, the outlets. They're different than American plugs, and a lot of appliances have a voltage on that is different compared to American versus European. So a lot of bigger appliances like microwave, blender, I mean, actually anything that has an American plug, unless it's dual voltage, it's a whole thing. You can look into it if you want, but if it's not a dual voltage appliance, we have to plug it into this big bad boy right here. And this is called a transformer. Basically, it converts the energy, the power. I don't know, it converts it so you can use it here. So that's why I keep like my Keurig, my microwave, all of this stuff. And in this cabinet we have more, well, I sold some of them already, but more appliances and things. I keep like tea and coffee and things like that in this drawer. And then down here is like baking things that I have because I love to bake. And this is a junk drawer. This piece of furniture actually belongs to my landlord, so it kind of comes with the house. One thing that's nice in this kitchen is the ceiling has these wooden beams, kind of nice little accent. I do have a pantry that is such a disaster. It's a smaller pantry, but it gets the job done. It's a complete disaster right now because I sorted everything and just threw it and didn't organize it. It's crazy in there right now. So we have refrigerator right here, which is hidden with the cabinets. And this is a European size refrigerator, much smaller than American fridges. It is very difficult to fit things in here, but you kind of get used to it, especially since we are lucky enough to have an American refrigerator provided to us by the military base in our garage. So that helps with extra storage. And our freezer is also extremely tiny. You cannot fit barely anything in here, which is like so hard because, you know, as Americans we like to stock on meats and stuff, but again, thankfully I have the extra refrigerator in the garage. Okay, now we're getting to another difference here between American, European, you know, American versus Italy home, which is the oven, because everything is in Celsius. We also have different patterns that I still honestly don't know exactly what these all mean, but I know that is the regular oven and that is a broil. But I don't really know what these are because these symbols are much different than in the United States. So that's fun to figure out when you first get here. But Celsius actually is pretty quick to adjust to because it's really like I end up just doubling it, and that kind of is close to Fahrenheit. So like I know like 200 is close to 400. So I kind of do that and play with it. One of my favorite things in this kitchen is definitely all of the cabinets. There is so much storage in here and I just appreciate it so much. This is definitely not common in Italian homes, honestly. I think that it's very mixed when it comes to kitchens. I think that the style of this kitchen is very Italian looking. I mean, like even with the little tiles on this backsplash area wall and all of the woodenness. We have like this, what is this? Like granite or something? I don't know. It's some kind of stone kind of sink. And just regular tile floors. A lot of Italian homes do have like marble kind of floors, or wooden floors. Ours are pretty similar to American style homes. Even outside here, these are like laminate flooring, but a lot of Italian homes have flooring that's actually kind of hard to take care of. You have to use special products. It can get scratched easy. We got lucky. I think that a lot of things in this house was updated before we moved into it. So it's been pretty easy to take care of. This is my stove. I had no idea this was the stove when we first got here because it has a protective part on top. So you just open it up like that and it is gas. And let me just say, cooking on gas is so much better than electric. So much better. I got a dishwasher here. And another one of my favorite things in this kitchen, I want to show you guys, is over here. In this cabinet. This is very common in Italy, I know for sure. I don't know about other European homes, but in Italy, there are these wire, what is this called? I don't know exactly what this is called. What is this called? But basically I can put plates and stuff here, and this is right above the sink, so you can wash your dishes and put them up here and then they just dry because it's right above the sink. It actually has like a pan that catches the water. It is right above the sink, so you don't have to worry about water getting all over the countertop. And it's really easy because when I wash these dishes, I put them straight up here, I store them here, and they dry all at the same time. I love this. I love this so much. I've seen it's kind of popped up in the States. Like, I've seen people buy those ones that kind of go over the sink and it kind of sits there. I'm not really personally a fan of those because it looks cluttered, whereas this is in a cabinet, and I really love that that's just like permanently there. One more thing I want to mention about the kitchen before we move on to the next ones. A lot of these rooms are going to be quicker, so this kitchen I just spent so much time in that I just want to show you guys all the interesting things. Over here is my trash corner. So you can see I have a couple of bags here, my regular trash can, and a little trash can. And this is because in Italy, you have to separate your recycling from regular trash, and you also have to separate any food from the recycling and regular trash. So here in this little bucket, we put any food that's going to waste, and it goes into a bin that's just dedicated fully to like biodegradable things. What is that called when you put food into a bin? I really like this actually. It keeps your regular trash from stinking, and you can just take this out regularly. In our community, we have a bin that we can just walk to, and it's really close, so you take that out whenever you need to. As well as in my community, it's different in different communities, but in my community, we have recycling that's also bins we can just walk to. We just recently took it out, so it's like totally empty, which is so satisfying. But I have one for paper, plastic, and glass. These all are separate, and they all have to be put in separate bins. And then this one is my regular trash, which is like mixed anything left over that doesn't go in those other categories. And that gets picked up every 2 weeks. I really wanted to mention that because that was a huge adjustment coming here, is the way that they take care of their trash. I mean, we all have trash and we all have to figure out how to get rid of it. And Italy is very eco-friendly. They're very eco-conscious, so they really try and take care of their country. I mean, you will even see when you're going places, there's no trash on the streets. You don't see like if an animal gets run over or anything. Like, it's always clean here. It's a very clean streets. They take care of their trash in the most responsible way I think that they know how to, and it's actually kind of grown on me. It's annoying sometimes, but honestly, now when I go to the States, I can't imagine just throwing everything in one bag. And I'm pretty sure me and my husband already decided we're not going to. We're gonna try to figure out a way to. I think we're gonna create like a compost bin and stuff for our food, and you know, try to be a little bit better about our trash and recycling, since the United States doesn't really have the greatest recycling. Oh, I forgot to mention, by my front door, we have this little phone thing, and this is that you can talk to the gate at the entrance of the house. And it also opens up the gate electronically so that somebody can come in. Another thing that's really important to know in an Italian home is where your breaker box is, because let me tell you, you're gonna have to use this quite a few times. The power in Italian homes is not a lot. So if you have appliances running like TV, washer and dryer, dishwasher, if you have like all of them running at the same time, the electric in your entire home will flip off because you're running too much electricity. It's basically got like a maximum amount that it can handle until it just cuts everything off. I need to come up here, turn it on, and then figure out what do you need to turn off so that not everything turns off again. For this particular home, it's actually been pretty good. We haven't had too many troubles having to deal with that too much. Okay, and now on to my living room and dining room. So when you come in my front door, you have my living room area, which you can see has a huge, I don't want to call it entertainment system, but I guess that's what you would call it in the States, but this is just a big built-in cabinet thing, shelves. Things. I don't know exactly what to call it. We're just gonna call it an entertainment system, even though that's not exactly what it is. This is where we keep everything for TV, movies, just anything that's entertainment related. Obviously we have our couch and everything, but this is a really nice open living room, dining area. We honestly don't eat at the table very often. It's just me and my husband, but I just love how open it is in here, and you get really great lighting in here as well. It's not as pretty as what it was when I had all my plants in here. I just recently had to get rid of them. Sad. But it is just, I loved looking in this room when I had all my plants in here. I wish I would have got a shot of it before I gave them all away. But yeah, we have this big open area in here. This piece of furniture is an Italian piece. It actually also belongs to my landlord. I keep really sentimental things and liquor. But I keep like some sentimental things in here, and also just a few storage things down there. This is also a piece that is an Italian piece that's my landlord's, and it kind of matches this one. And this is really, really big. It almost takes up this whole wall. I think it's looking smaller on camera than what it is in person. It's really great for storage. I love to use it for decorating things on top during the seasons. That's my photo up there that I'm gonna be taking down. Photo, picture, I don't know, that thing right there, that's mine. But that belongs to our landlord. This is a radiator. We have these in all of our rooms, and this is how we heat our house. Very annoying, but you kind of get used to it. It's just really expensive. So we tend to use portable heaters in our home in the wintertime, which is annoying, but you know, it's cheaper. It's definitely an adjustment figuring out radiators to turn them on and everything. But in Italian homes, you don't have central air and central heating systems. We are lucky enough to have an AC right there. It's an AC unit there. And we have one in our other hallway. So there's two in the home, and it at least keeps us satisfied in the summertime. But let me tell you, I cannot wait to get into my American central heating and air system, okay? Because it is sometimes insufferable. Is that the right word? It's bad. It's not fun. I want to show you guys another difference between Italian homes and American homes, and that is the windows. This is kind of different in different homes, but this is it's like usually two different ways. You either have old style shutters that kind of push out, or for ours, we have these shutters that roll up and down by using this like little levy system, I guess. Can I just tell you that my battery just died, and I changed it, and then I started what I thought I was recording for literally almost the rest of my house. Come to find out, I never pushed the record button after I put my new battery in. Anyways, what I was saying was the windows, you can also crack them open like this, or you can open them up all the way and let in lots of fresh air, which is really nice. Some houses have screens, some don't. Mine don't, which kind of sucks because I tend to keep the windows closed more because I don't like bugs. But overall, I love these windows. It's awesome. It really, really lets in a lot of light. They're really big windows, and I love that I can put the shutters down, up and down, and it really does almost black out the rooms, which is great for people who work really late at night. Like my husband sometimes was on third shift, and he would have to, do you hear the jets from the base? Sometimes my husband would have to sleep during the day because he was on third shift, and these really black out the entire room, and you can make it dark at any time that you want. So yeah, I love the living room and dining room area. Let's go ahead and go down the hallway. So the hallway kind of leads down to the rest of the house. Right here we have like a little landing area. This used to be our old TV stand, but because we have the big entertainment area over there, we don't need it for a TV, so we use it as like a landing area. And this is never this clean. You're welcome. It's really clean right now. We are terrible about like just putting stuff over here, but right now it looks really nice, so that's good. It honestly truly drives me crazy, and when we move, I'm never having something this big on the area where you walk into the house, because it's just a magnet for putting stuff on it, so you don't have to put it away. I hate it. I can't wait to like not have that. So off to the right here, I have one room here, and then we have a basement downstairs. I'll show you guys the basement at the end. And then this is a closet area that is so just stuff everywhere. It's my husband's area, so I try not to like Here's the thing, you gotta pick and choose your battles when you're married, and that's my husband's space. If he wants to keep it dirty, he can keep it dirty, and that's that. So right now, it's a disaster, and I'm not even gonna show you guys. But it's just got a bunch of like wardrobe, like closet space area. That's really all it is where he keeps his clothes and stuff. So keep moving on. Down the hallway to the right here is my bedroom, and I'm not gonna turn the light on because my bed's not made, and here is a clip of when my bed was made, and it looked nice, and the window is open to everything. And yeah, this bedroom is okay. It fits a king size bed, which is nice. It's not my favorite bedroom because I hate how yellow everything looks in there. It's just like the wallpaper and the lighting is not great, so I just I don't like that. But it does have a nice like wardrobe system in here. You guys will notice there's no closets in this house, but that's because in Italy closets aren't really a thing. They don't create rooms just for like clothes like we do in America. They have wardrobe systems, which honestly I'm not too mad at because me and my husband, it accommodates us okay. I do have to kind of clean out every once in a while because it does kind of start to get full, but it works and it is what it is, so I'm not too mad at it. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that I miss regular closets, and I can't wait to have like one when we get back to the States. Moving on down the hallway, you can tell we are moving. Look at all this stuff. I got everything ready. We got my dog's kennel back out so that we can ship her back to the United States very soon, and we wanted her to like get accommodated back into the kennel for when she goes on the plane. She actually really loves being in a kennel, so she does not mind one bit, but normally we just have a bed sitting here for her, and this stuff is normally not here, so this hallway is looking crazy right now. My grandma made that for me, so I hung it in the hallway. We got our man little Buddha head up here. And then we get down to these shelves. Oh my gosh. I cannot express to you guys how many shelves are in this house. It's insane. I would love to know what the person who built them or like had in mind when they were putting these into this house, what they were supposed to be for, because I just don't know like what to do with all these shelves. They do collect a lot of dust. It could be cool for some people if you collect something, I guess. And the shelves are like adjustable, which is nice. They're really good quality shelves. Like they're amazing. Here, I just don't know what to do with them. There's so many. We do put travel stuff here though. I have a lot of them fell down. You can see some of them fell down. But we have a bunch of our magnets from where we traveled. We want to do a little magnet tour real quick. So Rome, Paris, London, Verona, Ireland, Venice, Rome, New York. I think that one's Rome again. Pisa, where the Leaning Tower of Pisa is. I think that's Spain. Capri, which is bound by Naples. It's an Italian island. Another Rome one. The Vatican. Sardinia, which is another Italian island. We have Dublin, Ireland. Vienna in Austria, which is where we went for Christmas. I have a vlog on that if you guys want to check it out on my channel. Barcelona, sorry it's really dark, but that's Barcelona. Trieste, which is in Italy. Oh, this is in Croatia, I think. We have one from Slovenia. Nice in France. This is from the Louvre where is the Louvre? In Paris, I think. It's from my husband's squadron. This is from Vienna, Milan, San Antonio in Texas. I think that's all of them. And then COVID cut us short, so we would have probably a couple more shelves here of magnets if that wouldn't have happened. And then when you get down to the end of the hallway, you have the bathroom. There are a couple differences in Italian bathrooms versus Americans. First of all, let's talk about the bidet. Most Italian homes have bidets. In fact, I've never seen one without one. And they're also even common in public restrooms. They have them that like hook to the toilets. It's a thing here, you guys. And you know what? I can appreciate it. Do I do it? No, because I don't know what I'm doing because I never grew up with that. But it makes sense. I mean, clean your booty hole. I don't know what. Especially like during a certain time of the month for ladies, you know? It makes sense. But because I didn't grow up with it, I don't use it. And then you have a button push for the toilet. There's only one in our main bathroom, but in our side, a smaller bathroom, you guys will see there's two buttons in there, a bigger and a smaller one. I'm sure you can point out which one's a small one for and which one's a big one for. Shower's pretty normal. I mean, you have your mirror and everything. The tile in here is something else, guys. This whole bathroom is black tile. Really don't love it because you can't really see when something's dirty, which you think would be a good thing, but really it's not, because I like to see if I got it all clean, you know, like you want to see if it's clean. And it's hard to see when it's not, when it's black in here. So we got interesting is it poppies? I think it's poppies design going on. Is that super Italian? I don't know, but it's there. To the right of the bathroom, when you get down to the end of the hall, another shelf here. And then in this tiny room here, it's just a super tiny room. That's exactly what it is, just a tiny room. I actually used to film in this room. This used to be my old beauty space, but we upgraded to a bigger room because this is just a really small room. And it was our little guest room for a little while there. We've literally never had anybody stay in it because, I don't know, we just didn't. Time for the office. And I love this room. This room is awesome, you guys. Luna. So as you can see, we have a door that leads out to our back area, which we have a little patio out there. It's kind of a mess right now because, again, moving. So I'm not really going to show you, but we do got a little patio out there. And it's cool because we have that same shutter system on this door. So I love that because it's like, it makes me feel more safe, because when those shutters are down, there ain't nobody getting in here from the outside. We have my crafting art stuff here. Love this. Love this so much. This, I don't know, something about this and all the, like, everything being organized. Woo! It was a vibe, guys. I love it. We got tools down there and more art stuff. Yeah, this shelving system is awesome. This is so great for an office area. What's even better for an office area are these shelves. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't even explain to you how much I love that we have a huge bookshelf area in this house. My husband and I both love to read. Him more than me, although I have been reading quite a bit lately. So having a bookshelf area is kind of a necessity for us. And when we came in this house, this was one of the big things that we saw. We were like, this is awesome. I love this office area so much. It feels like an office, and it's just, I don't know, it's such a nice vibe. We got a little chair and table area here. You can sit and read. It is nice to have like an extra like sitting area, because sometimes me and my husband just sit here and we talk about things. Again, so many shelves that if you have that many books, wow, 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 wow. This is my office area. This is where I am sitting a lot of the time. This is where I'm at. I'm editing videos. I'm getting them out to you guys. So I've spent so much time in this room and I love it. I just feel like it makes me feel productive when I'm in here. Like, I feel like I've gotten a lot of work done in this room. So I love this office area. I love it so much. I actually kind of low-key that it's kind of sort of open. It's like not a closed door or anything. It's just kind of, you walk back in here and it's like, I don't know, it's almost welcoming in a way. That door back there is to my bedroom. So my bedroom is in the center of the house, kind of. So there's a door there, and then there's the hallway that goes, so the hallway goes there behind this wall, and then my bedroom's on that side, if that makes sense. Okay, now we're gonna go into my studio, my beauty room. It's kind of a mess right now, but I'm moving, so obviously we have all the suitcases. But this room, oh my god, I'm so grateful for it. Again, we have these built-in shelves. I currently have paper on here. I'll insert another clip here of what it looks like without all the paper so you can see all the wood. But I wanted it to look white for my background of my videos. You guys have seen. This is the background to my videos normally. But we got more cabinets here. This all is mine. It's not actually connected to there. But we have this huge shelving system. There's some lights up here. Like, this would also be a really nice office area, but it just makes more sense to have the office over there, obviously. I have a seat over here that's pretty much behind everything. It's not really being used right now. There's another floor to ceiling shelf here that is really handy for all my nail polishes. I got a mirror back there. If you guys want to see a full beauty room tour, I do have one up on my channel. It's probably like a year old or something. I don't know. It's been a little while, but it's the same idea. You kind of get a better look at all my stuff if you guys want to check that out. So there's the door we came in, and then there's one door here, and this actually leads to our garage. And there is another little bathroom here. There is not a bidet in here, but this one has the 2 buttons that I was talking about. Yeah, see? You got a little one and a big one. Nothing special about this one. You could put like a washer and dryer in here, but ours is in the basement, so Here is that bathroom. And down here is our garage, and we have our American fridge down here. It's a garage, nothing special. Pretty similar to an American garage. It has the electronically opening door and everything. Yeah, that's the garage. So that leaves just one more room area in the house, and that is the basement. So we have our basement area downstairs, because that's where basements are. It is a wreck, okay? Okay, we are moving, it's obvious. So there's stuff everywhere. So I'm sorry, it looks kind of crowded, but normally it's really open in here. So on this side, we have like a little storage area. We have our washer in here. So this washer, we have a washer and we have a dryer. Let me talk about this for a second. We don't use these at all because here's a big difference between American appliances and Italian appliances. Washers and dryers here take forever, okay? Forever to use, and they're quite small. So in order for me to do a load of laundry, it would probably take a solid 6 hours, maybe more, for a small load of laundry. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I just don't have the patience. So we actually do all of our laundry on the base here because they have American washers and dryers there. It's really quick. We pay a little extra money, but it's okay because it makes our life easier, you know, and we can afford it. So we actually don't use our washer and dryers here. They're very difficult to figure out because everything is just different. And obviously in a different language. Dryers are even more different because they're not heated dryers. What they do is basically it goes and like, you know, it turns and it like makes the water, you know, gravity like turns so that the water gets like wringed out. I don't know, is that the right word? But I don't really think it really heats up. Like our dryers get hot and they heat the clothing to dry them, whereas these ones they're more eco-friendly, so it just basically moves them with motion. They make it dry, you know. Does that make sense? Yeah, it's a good concept. I don't have patience for it. I really don't. So we don't really use them, but they are provided to us by the base, which is awesome for like if we really need something clean, like right at this moment, then we can use it. This door goes out to my front lawn area. More cabinets, you guys. The storage in this house is incredible. It is so good. You literally have space for everything in this house. It's great. Okay, last but not least, this room is a mess, first of all, but this is our like party kind of area. We have this really huge table in here. We have a great area. There's a wet bar area over here with cabinets and a sink. We have an area where we can put our liquor and cups and things. We have a wine thing. What is it? Like I don't know what it's called, but it's like cement and you put your wine in there. That's awesome. We're in Italy. You need one of those. There's lots of wine. The lighting in here is so gross. I hate it. Ew. So this kind of room is very common in Italian homes. Italians are very big on being with other people. So having family over, having friends over, and just sitting around eating food for hours and just talking and like listening to music and just hanging out. It's a really big part of their culture is socialization. These rooms are in tons of Italian homes. It's really awesome because to have this area, it really does encourage you to socialize and like have people over, and it's really fun and you make good memories. It's really awesome just to have like this huge table in case you ever need it for anything. It's really handy. Our room actually, I feel like out of the ones that I've seen in my friends' homes, is actually pretty small compared to theirs, but it still, again, is like an extra perk that's awesome. I'm not complaining at all that it's small because the fact that we have something like this at all is just really awesome. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed my Italian home house tour. I'm so incredibly grateful that I have been lucky enough to be able to experience an Italian culture and this Italian home. It has been amazing. I love this house. I'm gonna miss it a lot. You know, I'm excited to come back to the United States. That's my home, but I definitely feel like I'm gonna miss Italy because it's very different from our culture, and I've just gotten accustomed to the way of life here for the most part. Of course, there's things I miss, but I'm sure when I leave here, there's gonna be things here that I'm gonna miss too. That's everything, you guys. This was a very long video. Thank you for bearing with me through the bad lighting, the messiness of the moving chaos. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're not already, I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos pretty often. And thanks again so much for watching. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
So bittersweet, huh? Keep losing sleep while driving.